Welcome back, guys. Another solo adventure. Now, this is the second solo for this year and probably my second solo that I've recorded. Now, if you're wondering where I am, I'm in the D'Entrecasteaux National Park. Now, usually there's a main entrance that you take where you actually go through, you know, like the pay gate and all that, and then you head up and enter through the dunes. But I'm not going to go that way. I've come in the back way where you travel down a bit further. And my intention is to descend down Calcup Hill, which is, in fact, I'm pretty sure the second biggest dune climb in the Southern Hemisphere, or it might be the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere. So I'll have to fact check that. This area that I'm going to still allows fires until December 1st, and I'm a fair bit before that, so only if you bring your own firewood, which I have. I've brought a couple of bags with me, and I'm going to try out some new stuff that I haven't done before over a fire, and just make the most out of a fire while I can. Now, I haven't really got a plan per se, but if there is a plan, there is one thing that I wanted to check out. It's a small river that have never been to down this section of the beach. It's south of the dune climb, so I'm really looking forward to checking that out and whether I can actually get in there or not, because there are a couple of little sites that are nestled along this little creek which I wanted to get into, and hopefully I'll be there on my own. It is absolutely freezing. For this time of the year, it's unusually cold. So I brought the old vest along, brought the long'uns along, and I'm glad that I'm able to have a fire still, which I'm stoked about. The only thing that I'm nervous about on this solo is the fact that I'll have to tackle Calcup Hill, the dune climb, on my way out. There's no way around it, because if I can't cross the Warren River, that's my only way out basically, unless I head south to the summertime track, which you never know whether that's open or not. It's been pretty dry, so I think we'd be alright, but I'm quite confident with the old girl. She gets up at no worries at all. I'm pretty sure they actually say let your tyres down to 10 pound, but I think she'll tackle it in 14, 15 pound, no worries at all. I'll try and film as much of that as I can, but I don't want to push it because I only want to do it once, so I'll have to get the old drone out for that and see what I can do with that footage. But guys, come along. The next time I'll see you will be when I'm descending down Calcup Hill. Let's get over there and check it out. Now guys, one more thing, grab yourself a beer. I don't care what time you're watching, or a beverage. My videos are best enjoyed with a couple under your belt. So let's go and get to Calcup Hill and then start this bloody adventure. Woohoo! Now, one thing, guys, that I didn't mention is what time it was. It's literally just hit, 7 a.m. a.m., of course. I've been on the road since 3 a.m. So anyone who's sort of come camping with me, you'll know that I've sort of, will tell you that I sort of like to head off nice and early to get the most out of the trip. It is a Friday morning, so it's really bloody good. I thought I'd get down here nice and early, to try and basically nab that spot that I wanted, and to try and be on my own to explore that area. I was very close to coming down last night at Thursday afternoon, and I was very close, but I thought nah, I had a big day at work, so I thought I'd just get a good sleep so you have plenty of energy for the drive in the morning. But the information bay is probably about half a K up that way. It's just a bit of info about what you should let your tyres down to and stuff if you are tackling Calcup Hill. Calcup? I think it's Calcup. But I'm pretty sure they encourage 10 PSI. I'm going to take mine down to 12 because I reckon that's just a beautiful pressure for this car. As I know, that's a perfect little sweet spot. Doesn't wreck the track. I don't think 2 pounds going to make a difference. Let's hit the bloody road. I'll lock the other side in, and I'll let me tyres down at the information bay. Next time you'll see me is when we are descending down Calcup. Cheers, guys. Right guys, so we're literally descending down Calcup Hill now. Little bit cloudy, but still beautiful. It's only meant to be partly cloudy today, but it seems like I've got most of this hill to myself now, which is really great. Also, the other good thing about Calcup Hill, I think I might have mentioned it in our other video, is that it's in two parts. It looks quite boggy today, even though it is quite damp, but it's in two parts. I reckon they're about 350 to maybe 400 meters per section, and there's like a flat spot in between the two of them. So I'm coming up to the first flat spot on the way down, halfway. And then it's probably another couple of 100 meters before we get to the bottom, and then let's have a look what the bloody beach looks like. Got a little bit of a hill climb coming up here. I might have to give her a bit. Bloody droning and filming at the same time. We'll try first high, eh? Here we go. Oh, the sand's actually quite compact. So now I'm sort of on the flat spot between the two. And this is where sort of if you got stuck here, you'd have to go back to the bottom, but if you got stuck on that half, you just stop here halfway, which is lucky, because the last thing you want to be doing is going all the way back down. I think it's about 700-800 meters, so that would be a real bloody headache. Whew, setting up the old camera. Now guys, I do know this hill. This is the little mound that you take just before entering the beach. So it is pretty soft, so I'll just give it the berries all the way through and then stop at the top. And then what I'm gonna do is check out the beach first. Let's see how we go. Oh, Jesus. Hold on for dear life, baby! Alrighty. Jeez, it looks a bit hectic out there. Wouldn't want to be in a boat. So, as you can see, guys, I've stopped up the top there. Oh, bloody one headlight still. Need to sort that out. So, oh, that's soft. So I'm just running down here now, just for one, to make sure that I've got enough beach to drive on, and two, to make sure that I can get up that way without hitting any drop-offs, because they're pretty shocking down here. It's got a name for that, so that water does not look inviting. There's a southwesterly blowing, so that's not going to look good at all, but it's not a strong one. It just must be bringing in the waves. Yeah, so they're definitely, to me, looks like there's plenty of beach to drive on. And worst case scenario, if I have to go back up, I'm quite confident in the cruiser's ability to get back up that. Anyway, we'll see how far we can get down and we'll have a quick look, eh? It's amazing. You would think that it is blowing a gale down there, but it really is not. It just looks eerie as out there. I've got the whole beach to myself. It's bloody beautiful. These are the drop-offs that I'm talking about, which this beach is notorious for, you know. This might not look much, and I don't have a good enough camera to actually sort of show you exactly what it's like, but that's probably about 1.5 meters, you know what I mean? That's up to my chest, so no, probably about 1,200 high, about 1.2 meters high, and as you're approaching it, it just blends in. You can't actually see anything, so damn, you're gonna have your bloody wits about you, because I think the only way that I'd tackle something like that, if I felt myself starting to go down, the only way to tackle that, turn into it, just to power down and turn into it, and fingers crossed that you don't bloody roll your car. I'm just so stunned at the ocean. It looks like it should be a storm here, but you slowly got that sun peeking out. It's just insane. And the noise that it's making, it's incredible. There's no wind. Anyway, we're probably not far from the river mouth, or not really a river mouth, maybe a stream. And I just, you know, it's a nerve-wracking point, especially when you're on your own. It's a nerve-wracking time to think that, oh, you know, the camp spots that I've picked, I hope, you know, they are accessible. But mind you, we are at Dontrikisto National Park, so there's plenty to choose from. Okay, let's keep going, huh?
Yeah, I keep doing my own thing. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it, yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it, yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again.
Right guys, so we're here now. This actually goes for ages, this little stream of water that runs down the side. It actually looks quite still back at the main area there, but here it sort of really starts flowing out here. I wanted to have a bit of a look up that way a bit more there where the main area is, and I think I might have found my camp spot. The only downside is where I wanted to actually trek up the river and have a look at these nice secluded spots, there are a couple of CCA logs there, so obviously we're not meant to be up there, so I don't even want to touch it. So on this side of the fence, I've found a nice little spot nestled away right next to a little beautiful stream. I can't wait to show you that. I want to get there nice and early so I can sort of get a fire going and watch the sunset later on as well. So right now we're looking at around 11 o'clock. I'm going to turn my travel buddy on. Not a very exciting lunch today. Just the old party pies and sausage rolls. But then tomorrow I've got some nice fish tacos in the travel buddy that I want to show you. And I can't wait to show you what's for dinner tonight and tomorrow night as well. But it's amazing how that looks like it's a stormy day, but it's actually beautiful. There's no bloody wind. I'd say it's probably about 5-6 k's an hour. But for me now, I'm just going to walk around in this water, enjoy myself, get a bit of alone time, get the music on, and I reckon we're about an hour from beer time.
She's got a weird way to show she loves you. Just another lie, another pretty face I'm hanging on to. With words about the weapon she will use to cut me down. Time to walk away before I start to say what's on my mind. There's a lot I could say to bring you down.
It's amazing. It's been sitting here for a while now, haven't seen a soul. This is sort of the point where you do really feel alone. Before I came solo, I really thought that I'd sort of be, I wouldn't say afraid, I'd say more nervous about that feeling. But it's funny, I find myself actually loving it, bloody loving it. I haven't even put any music on or anything yet. But for sure I have that feeling of being alone, which is absolutely awesome. And Again, I thought I'd hate it, but I absolutely love it. And I'll tell you, for anyone who has never done a solo before, I was so nervous before I did do a solo. But I'll tell you what, the best thing you can do with your life, I reckon, in situations, I've found that, you know, I'm such a nervous person usually, you know, and that's why I sort of like to be out on my own. But if you're ever feeling nervous about doing a solo, I think it's more about common sense. But breaking through that uncomfortable barrier is something that'll change your life. And I know it's only camping, you know, but it absolutely has changed my life being able to come solo as well. I love the trips with the lads. That's a different kind of feeling. It's so fun, the camaraderie, you know, but sitting out here on your own and just being alone with your thoughts, I reckon it's one of the best things you can do, you know, especially out here. You can't have negative thoughts when you're sitting by the ocean. But break through that uncomfortable barrier out of your comfort zone and you get rewarded. I'd love for anyone who watches this video and does a solo and it changes them for the better or for the worse, let me know. I'd love to know what you think, you know, whether you agree with me or not. Jesus, I tell you what, on second thought, there's no way I can cross that. And if I cross that without walking it, which I wouldn't do, you'd end up sinking down. You could just see me then under my weight. It's nearly as much as the car, but under my weight, straight down to the knees. Honestly, if I wouldn't have got it, if I wanted to cross that and I didn't check it, that's just straight away lost me car. Something as simple as that. And especially being solo, if there's no one here to help you out, you're buggered. So I reckon that's just another thing you've really got to be vigilant with, checking everything and walking everything beforehand. Right guys, lunchtime, it's about 11 o'clock, so I'm going to turn the travel buddy on. Nothing exciting today, just a couple of party pies and sausage rolls with sauce. Well, camp's not far down, so I think it might be bloody beer time. I'll have some lunch here and then I'll go back there, chill out a bit. There's a little bit of a walk that I want to do. You can't drive in there, but you can actually walk. So I might check that out. I don't know, I just don't know, mate. I love it. Righto, it's 10:30, lunchtime. Nah. Cheers guys, it's lunchtime now. It's sort of about 12:30, 12:45. So straight away, they took about, well, when did I say it? 11:50, yeah, so about an hour and a half. And I put them in from cold. That blue sky's coming through slowly. It's a little bit cool, so, you know, I wanted that arm maneuverability and I wanted to keep warm as well. What do? You throw a bloody vest on, that's what you do. I was gonna have a look at the Warren River, see if it's passable or not, but I might just take you guys there tomorrow and see what you think tomorrow, but just wanted to take it easy today. I might just go back to camp, set up the awning, set up my swag and that, get my fire established for a beautiful bloody dinner meal, and then I'll see you guys around sunset or before, see what happens, see if the car rolls by then. Right guys, so at camp, pretty much all set up. This is pretty much the most maximum setup I'd have for a solo, you know what I mean? Or in any circumstance, because the awning's up, drop sheet, swag, I've got the table there as well, but the weather's really turned it on now. The old sun's come out, mate. Makes me smile. So I'm gonna, I've got a couple of things to show you. I'm trying a new system for mixing me drinks. So how riveting. This is where I'm gonna, the wind's blowing this way. It's not going that fast at all. So this is where I'm gonna set up a little bit of a fire, because I reckon it's gonna get a bit cool tonight. It said between 8 and 10 is the minimum. So just can't wait to sit back all arvo, chill out and just stare at the fire, mate, and just enjoy myself. Just another thing that I did just to check that river doesn't rise at all or much. I made a few marks when I got here about 2 hours ago on the shore, and it really hasn't moved. It's probably moved about 50 mil, but yeah, that's plenty of room. I can see where the actual shores come up on the highest point. It's over there, and I'm way off of that anyway. And if I get this wrong, I'll make sure I film myself moving it during the night. Bit of fire here before then, eh? Oh yeah, hello. I'll use them. So it's not a plug or anything, but I remember showing you guys the axes that I got from Simon down at Dawn Mowers there. We've sort of become really good mates, if I'm going to be honest, but he's just a champion who just sort of shares, you know, he sort of sent us over some axes and said, look, try these, mate, they'll change your life, because I was using the old crappy ones from Bunnings, you know. And I tell you what, these are just unreal. This is like a small version of that large splitter there, and it's just perfect for pieces like that, you know, just to get the fire going. Sharp as. So I brought 2 bags of wood, one for each night. I think that'll be plenty for me, you know. I don't really need a big fire. It's just going to be a small one that I'll make sure it'll burn out by the morning. And another good thing, they come in a nice Hessian bag, so I'll be able to use them as rubbish bags. Oh, that crackle. Righto, cheers guys. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to show you this. So I bought this online. You've probably seen them on your Instagram ads or something, but I saw it and it was Aussie made, Aussie owned by and it was only a small company, but I I bought this. This is like a, they call it like a tumbler. I think it's a tumbler. I think there's another name for them, but this is 2 litres, like 2 full litres, fits straight in my fridge. It pressurizes, and what I've done, I've just pre-mixed my drink and put it straight in there, because instead of carrying 2 or 3 bottles, you know, whatever it be, soda water, Malibu, rum or whatever, I just pour it all into there, and that'll do me for me nightcaps for the whole trip. But how good's that? It's called My Mate Doug. You would have seen it. You would have seen it on Instagram or something, but keeps it pressurized, keeps it cold and hot. Yeah, I thought I'd just buy it. It's the, not endorsed at all, but I just thought I'd give a shout out because I love how it's Aussie owned and stuff like that. $79 or something like that, but it feels really good quality, eh? Anyway, that's about it. So I'm just going to sit back, guys, get this fire established, get some coals established for dinner. Look at the backdrop behind me, isn't it just bloody beautiful? Next time you probably see me will be around the fire for dinner. We'll see you then, guys. So I've established a good bed of coals there. I actually got this this grill here is from home. It actually comes from the half 44 gallon drum grill that I do smash burgers from, and I do grilled chicken on this one. It's a really good quality grill plate, and it's lightweight as well. So I'm just going to let those 2 big bits there burn down a fair bit. So I've got a fair bit of time still, and I'll just burn any crap off of that grill before I throw dinner on. Can't wait to show you dinner. Righto guys, it's come to dinner time. Gonna feed the big boy. So I've just set up like a makeshift stand either side for the grill to sit on. And it's time to cook what I have prepared. Now, again, thanks to the guys, Melinda and David at Cutting Edge Butchers. Guys, thanks so much for jumping on board. It's so good actually to have like a butcher supporting you, because you can get that, you know, the nicer cuts of meat and stuff like that. So what I've asked Dave for, usually I'll message him before a trip and say, oh mate, I'm thinking of doing this, and we'll run ideas by each other. But this time, the first night I just wanted to make it simple. Tomorrow night's going to be a whopper. I can't wait to show you. But tonight I just asked him for a couple of skin on thighs, because I love the skin on chicken thighs. I love that crispy skin. So just going to do something simple, but there is a twist. Got this awesome rub. It's called Rock and Roll Rooster by Heavenly Hell. Now, Aussie made again. This is an Aussie guy who just works on his own and just sorts out these rubs. They're unbelievable. I've got a different beef rub tomorrow night. It's like a championship rub, so I can't wait to show you tomorrow night. I'm not even going to tell you what type of meat it is. It is beef, but I can't wait to show you what cut it is. So first off, I'm just going to try and oil that grill a bit. This should be quite simple, I would have thought. What I'm thinking, I'll put skin down first just to render it down. So I'm going to put heaps of this rub on and throw it straight on. Oh, smells unbelievable. So this is all made by a bloke in Australia, and it actually has all the ingredients on the rub itself, on the container. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sear that skin side, get it nice and crispy, and then flip it over, grill it the other side, and then move it over to the cooler section of the grill, and just keep flipping it, until it's cooked. And then I've got some of the wife's famous pasta salad. And that's pretty simple. It's pretty simple for tonight. So let me go and wash my hands, and I'll show you the finished product soon, guys. I just had a bit of chicken that sort of fell off the corner there. I'm not even joking. That rub is absolutely unbelievable. There's birds over there waiting for me. Get out of it! That rub has like a raw sugar in it, and it's absolutely mint how it adds like this nice bit of sweetness. This here has worked perfectly. I was a bit worried that the wood that I was sitting it on would burn before I actually cooked the chicken. Didn't forget, baby. Got the meat thermometer this time. I'll just show you again. Awesome. So I reckon I've got enough wood left over to burn out the rest of the night, and then I've got a fresh bag for tomorrow night for the beef. There's not that much wood in there, but there's a heap of bloody coal heat coming from the coals, you know. So as soon as I'm done this, I'm just going to knock that grill off to the side there, throw a couple more bits in, and then just sit back and enjoy. Let's check that temp, eh? I think we're looking, I usually just prod it in the thickest part of the chicken. I'm cheating here, I'm cheating hard, but I don't want to take the risk with chicken, you know. I think we're looking for about 70. $74. So that's at 69. Gonna still wait a bit longer. I'd rather overdo it, you know. So as far as the weather's gone, it was quite windy this arvo, but it's turned out quite good. The clouds breaking up. I'm gonna have a beautiful sleep tonight. Those waves over there are just gonna rock me to sleep. Absolutely lovely. Beautiful. So 74 degrees, that's what I'm looking for. Boom. We can take them off now. Then usually what I do, I'll just let that burn all the fat and crap off before I take it off. Good thing about that, goes really cold real quick, you know, so I'm just going to leave it on the side of the fire anyway, and then just I'll probably pack it up in the morning. Then we got the beautiful pasta salad made by my beautiful wife. Very special little recipe, this one actually. Cheese, red onion, capsicum, carrot, oh, what are they called? No, not pickles. Oh, I don't know. Get at me if you want the recipe. I reckon it's the best. That chicken was incredible. I've just finished it. There's like a sweet and savoury taste there. I think that raw sugar just like caramelizes. Absolutely beautiful. Damn, I'm going to be getting more of that. I can't wait to try the second one. That's going to be good, the beef one. It's like a championship winning recipe apparently. Got the fire there, got the little grill there off the side like I said. Swag's ready to go, got me rugs and that in there, beautiful. That wind's picking up slowly. If you were a betting man, you'd almost think there's going to be a bit of rain, but I don't think there is. It's beautiful out there, doesn't it? Completely alone, haven't seen anyone else today yet. Awning set up, haven't even used it if I'm going to be honest with you. It's a hard life. Beautiful. But guys, look, thanks for having a look at all the cook up and everything. I really enjoyed doing the Q&A, so be sure to have a look at that video. But I reckon we've got about half an hour until that sun drops completely. So I'm going to feed that fire. It's getting a bit cool now. Glad I got me vest, you know, so I've got that arm movement. Yeah, we'll feed that fire up, get some nice warmth going. I'll clean up everything, and then I'm going to hit the hay. But guys, plenty more adventure tomorrow. I'll take you guys to Warren River, see what you think. I don't think I've got the bloody balls to cross it on my own. Just because walking this one today, my legs sunk down, as you can see. So I just don't think I've got the nuts to do it, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Tomorrow's a new day. Let's see how we go. We'll see you guys in the morning. Cheers, guys.